Earned lakhs in just 4 months. Then why did Sonam Raghuvanshi's honeymoon turn into a deadly trap? When a girl gets married, it's expected to be the beginning of a new chapter, a new life. But what if that very marriage turns into a bloody conspiracy? What if the honeymoon becomes someone's final journey? The story of Sonam Raghuvanshi from Indore is one such chilling tale. Within just 4 months, an engagement, a wedding, a honeymoon, and during that time, rapid financial gains, links to Hawala operations, and ultimately, a brutal murder. This isn't just the story of one woman, it's a glimpse into a dangerous nexus where money, love, and greed collide into a deadly game. Today, we'll take a deep dive into this shocking case. But before we begin, if you are new to our channel, please don't forget to subscribe so you stay updated with all our latest videos. So let's begin today's gripping discussion right now without any delay. Sonam Raghuvanshi, a simple name, but behind it lay an extraordinary criminal mind. Belonging to a respected family in Indore, Sonam seemingly had it all: a thriving family business, a powerful position, and financial stability. Her family was involved in the plywood trade, and Sonam herself, as the HR head, not only managed employee recruitment but also played a significant role in major company decisions. In many ways, she had become the backbone of the business. But then, Raj Kushwaha entered her life, and that's where a completely different story began. Raj Kushwaha, 5 years younger than Sonam, worked in the same factory. Their conversations started casually and soon blossomed into a romantic relationship. But this wasn't an innocent love story. Raj was connected to a Hawala network, and through him, large sums of cash began flowing into Sonam's world. In just 8 months, Sonam amassed a fortune through Hawala that most people wouldn't earn in years. To conceal this black money, she used the bank account of her maternal cousin, GRT Raghuvanshi. Large amounts were cleverly split into smaller transactions, making it harder to detect. Slowly but surely, this trail of dirty money began to consume the clean image of a seemingly upright woman. And then the story took another dramatic turn. In February 2024, Sonam got engaged to Raja Raghuvanshi, a travel businessman. Raja was wealthy, respected, and had a strong social reputation. Sonam saw this relationship as yet another opportunity, not from the heart, but through cold calculation. Leaving Raj was difficult for her, but walking away from Raja would have been a loss. So Sonam made a choice. If she couldn't keep both, one had to be eliminated. On 11th May 2024, Sonam Raghuvanshi married Raja Raghuvanshi in a grand ceremony. All of Indore witnessed the lavish wedding. Pictures of the smiling couple flooded social media, and no one could have imagined that behind that smile was a chilling conspiracy. Just 12 days after the wedding, the newlyweds left for their honeymoon, first to Guwahati, then Shillong. But this journey wasn't filled with love, it was laced with murder. On 23rd May, on a remote mountain road in Shillong, Sonam gifted Raja some jewelry. The reason? So that when he was killed, it would look like a case of robbery. The plan was set. Sonam had already contacted 3 hired shooters, stationed and ready. That very night, Raja was pushed into a gorge. Between cold winds and steep cliffs, a life came to a sudden, brutal end. News of the death sent shockwaves everywhere. But the police grew suspicious when Sonam's statements began to change repeatedly. The honeymoon murder mystery was no longer just a tragic accident. It had all the markings of a meticulously crafted crime. As the investigation progressed, Sonam's secrets began to unravel one by one. During police interrogation, it was revealed that she had earned lakhs of rupees through Hawala operations. For her, the marriage to Raja was nothing more than a financial transaction, a calculated step to elevate her social standing. But in that marriage, There was no place for emotions, only planning and profit. And for that profit, she made the cold-blooded decision to have her own husband killed. In just 4 months, Sonam Raghuvanshi didn't just make money, she used everyone who came in her path. The family business, the Hawala network, a naive husband, and a lover, each was like a pawn in a game of chess that Sonam was playing solely for her own gain. But as the saying goes, when cunning crosses all limits, even fate starts to turn its back. After Raja's death, police immediately suspected Sonam. And as call records, bank transactions, and honeymoon travel details emerged, the entire story started becoming as clear as a black and white film. Raj Kushwaha was arrested, the Hawala connections were exposed, and eventually, Sonam herself began to confess how she ended a man's life simply because she wanted both money and love on her own terms with no compromise. This case is not just about a murder. It reflects a deeper truth about our social mindset, where unchecked ambition can devour both relationships and humanity. Sonam had everything: a promising career, financial stability, and social respect. But greed blinded her. The lakhs she earned in 4 months are now rotting behind prison bars. And the honeymoon that was meant to be a cherished memory has now become part of a criminal record. The question isn't how much money Sonam Raghuvanshi was making. The question is, why wasn't she satisfied even with that? Why did she want both a lover and a wealthy husband? Why did she choose to end a life just for her personal gain? Is this the harsh reality of today's ambitious generation, one that views relationships as transactions and people as stepping stones? Now that the case has reached court, all eyes are on justice. But the message this story leaves behind has already sunk deep. When greed wears the mask of love, it becomes the most dangerous form of deception. And in that form, a person doesn't just destroy others, they destroy themselves. On the streets of Indore, Sonam Raghuvanshi's name is now whispered in shame. A woman who once shined in business meetings now trembles in court hearings. Someone once spotted in high-end malls is now trapped within the 4 walls of a jail. And that honeymoon destination, once meant for dreams and love, now echoes with the memory of murder. 4 months of fast money, the ruin of several lives, and the loss of one innocent soul, this story reminds us that when we chase wealth while abandoning morality, that race doesn't lead to success, it leads to destruction. And in that destruction, money burns, relationships die, and humanity is lost forever.
Has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources: news from various news agencies, opinion polls, and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.